We continue to ask questions to artificial intelligence. Today we're talking about the future. Dear artificial intelligence, how do you see future?
As an AI language model, I don't have personal opinions or beliefs, nor can I predict the future with absolute certainty. However, based on trends and patterns in data and information, there are some possible scenarios that could happen in the future. One thing that seems certain is that technology will continue to advance and play an increasingly important role in society. Artificial intelligence, automation, and robotics are likely to become even more prevalent and impactful, changing the way we work, communicate, and live our lives. Climate change is also a major concern for the future, and efforts to mitigate its effects will likely become more urgent and widespread. This could include transitioning to renewable energy sources, implementing sustainable practices, and developing new technologies to address environmental challenges. Other potential developments include changes in politics, economics, and social structures, as well as advancements in fields such as medicine and space exploration. However, the future is ultimately shaped by the actions and decisions of individuals and societies, so it's impossible to say for certain what the future will look like.
How will the climate change in the future?
It is difficult to predict exactly how the climate will change in the future, as it depends on various factors, including the extent of human activity and the effectiveness of efforts to mitigate climate change. However, many scientific studies and models suggest that the Earth's climate will continue to warm, resulting in more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts, floods, and extreme weather events. Some other potential impacts of climate change could include rising sea levels, melting of polar ice caps, and changes in precipitation patterns, which could have significant impacts on agriculture, water resources, and ecosystems. Efforts to address climate change, such as reducing greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, and implementing sustainable practices, could help to mitigate some of these impacts. However, it's also important to prepare for the potential impacts of climate change and adapt to changes as they occur.
Will there be a new stage of human evolution?
It's difficult to predict whether there will be a new stage of human evolution, as it would require significant genetic changes to occur over a long period of time. Evolution occurs through the process of natural selection, where certain traits become more prevalent in a population over time due to their advantage in survival and reproduction. However, modern medicine and technology have greatly reduced the impact of natural selection on human populations, making it less likely for significant genetic changes to occur in the short term. Instead, it's possible that humans may continue to evolve in other ways, such as through cultural evolution and the development of new technologies. For example, the increasing use of technology and automation could change the way we live and work, potentially leading to changes in our physical and cognitive abilities over time. However, it's important to note that these changes would not be the result of genetic evolution, but rather the result of cultural and technological progress. Overall, the future of human evolution is uncertain and will depend on various factors, including environmental pressures, technological advancements, and cultural changes.
What is the probability that people will give up weapons in wars in the future?
As an AI language model, I do not have the ability to assign probabilities to future events, as the future is uncertain and can be influenced by many unpredictable factors. However, it is important to note that the desire for peace and the reduction of weapons and wars have been goals of many people and organizations throughout history. There have been successful examples of disarmament and peace negotiations in the past, and there are ongoing efforts to promote peace and disarmament in the present. Whether or not people will give up weapons and wars in the future will depend on various factors, such as geopolitical tensions, cultural differences, and the availability of resources. It will also depend on the actions and decisions of individuals and societies, as well as the effectiveness of international institutions and agreements. While it's difficult to predict the future, it's important to continue striving towards peace and disarmament, as these efforts can help to create a safer and more stable world for future generations.